Welcome back to Simma Dung. We've got another exciting episode, Asia meeting the Caribbean. So two waters far apart, coming together. We've been getting requests for the vegetarian and the vegans and all those kind of stuff, and they want to see a play on actually what we can do with Caribbean food as well, you know what I mean, to make it non-offensive to my non-meat eaters. Okay, so today we've got Linda McCartney's vegetarian shredded hoisin duck. You can also use any other meat alternative. With Simma Dung style play on Leonese potato, which is caramelized onion and sauteed potato. But what I'm doing sweet potato with carrot, aubergine and leek. And then I'm gonna serve it with Pithivier. So my Pithivier, it's with puff pastry, which is made homemade. It's gonna have Ackee, and I'm using Jamaica's Pride, another good brand. And then inside it's gonna have my sister for my callaloo, which is spinach. And then it's gonna finish off with my baby bok choy. For my vegan version of ackee and saltfish, I'm using onion, tomato and sweet peppers. What you want to do is just slowly get these vegetables softened. You don't really want to overcook it. A little salt, a little pepper. You want to retain those color, and presentation is the key. So when I display them, you will see all these vibrant colors showing through the pastry. Then my ackee, little pepper again. I'm using cracked black pepper. A little bit more salt on the ackee itself. Remember the veg is seasoned already, so you don't want to go too crazy on the salt. And we clean as we go, like I always emphasize. And then all I'm going to do, and try not to use a spoon or a fork to turn it. If you can, then what you can do basically, if you can flip, then you flip it, or just slowly turn it like this. And it's just wrist movement. Just wrist movement, that's it really. And then I just add a little ketchup. Bear in mind this is going to go into a pastry anyways. And that's it, it's cooked. So I'm going to use the same pan. I'm going to just add a little bit more oil, add spinach, let it wilt. Always season, little salt to taste. If the pan is well hot, shouldn't take more than 20 to 30 seconds to cook. You know, and that's what it looks like. You don't want it to go further than that. Okay, so my aubergine. A little salt, a little pepper. We just want this to slowly soften. And then I'm gonna add my leeks. Let it slowly soften. So now I'm gonna blanch my baby bok choy. So this shouldn't take more than 20 seconds. And a little salt in the water as well. Remember guys, when you blanch, always chill down to retain color, because what you don't want is overcooking. And if you note, I'm improvising because I haven't got a char grill, so I'm using the stove to char grill and to give it that nice color. But also, if you've got a grill, you can put it on a grill, or you can use a blowtorch. Sweet potato, carrot, pepper, salt, olive oil in the pan, in the oven, 160 degrees Celsius, 20 minutes. Once cooked, I'm gonna add my aubergine and leek, which I cooked earlier. So I'm just showing you guys again how we can improvise with a rolling pin. If you haven't got a rolling pin, you can use any one of these, but just be wary, do not press too hard. You know, else you will break it and damage yourself. So that's just a health and safety precaution. Okay, so just gently roll. And the reason, in my previous video I've outlined that if you use too greaseproof paper or even cling film, it will prevent your dough from sticking to the surface, and also it prevents you from using additional flour to change the variation of the recipe, because that's not what you want to do, and you just gently roll. So if you haven't got a cutter, guys, you can always use a small cup or a small bowl, and should the edge comes out a bit rough, then you can just use a knife to just cut around it and get that smoothness. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm making a seal. So I'm just using milk, and this will help to seal it over. So bear in mind, egg would be more appropriate to use, but I'm doing a vegan version today, so there's no need for the egg. If I was doing it for a vegetarian, then that would be fine. And I'm using soya milk instead. So I'm gonna have spinach, which I've dried out earlier. Ackee. One note, guys, just please make sure that you keep the fillings really compact so that you can seal the edges a bit more precise. And my hoisin duck. I'm gonna seal. And guys, it's not really difficult. If you've got another spare ring, this is what I'm gonna show you, another technique that you could do to get the shape. So I just use a ring like this to get the shape. So it's almost like a ravioli. And guys, if you want to go a bit more fancy, then you can do like this with a fork. Alright, so we've got some remaining pastry and some filling, so we just create something Simma Dung style, and that's what you've seen on the tray. What we do now, we just brush it with the milk, and this will help to give it sheen, a nice little glaze, technically speaking. So set your oven at 180 degrees Celsius. Puff pastry is always at 180 degrees, and we cook this for 12 to 13 minutes. So note, guys, we didn't burn it, you see the nice color. Always make sure that the plate is nice and tidy and clean, because that's what we emphasize at Simma Dung. Presentation is the key. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna say ta-ta, but before I go, I just want to say it was an exciting day, to produce this lovely menu, which is Asia, a little bit of France, meat, Jamaica. As requested, again, guys, we've done a vegan/vegetarian dish with Simma Dung. We always try to go above and beyond to meet some of those needs or those requests. And as we always say, like, subscribe, leave a comment, share, tell your mates, tell your friends, and don't forget to press that notification bell. See you. Ciao. And then I'm gonna serve it with Pithivier. And also it prevents you from using additional flour to change the variation of the recipe, because that's not what you want to do. Let me put some flour on it.